Hi and welcome to this episode of JohnRayner.tv. In this episode we're going to continue with our series on how to leverage social media, across your business to boost, to multiply and produce greater and greater results. In other videos within this series, we mentioned different platforms individually, but today I'd like us to focus on LinkedIn, a powerful platform for business, established back in 2003. So at the time of making this video, late 2018, LinkedIn's been around for approximately 15 years now. 15 years. It's well established. It's a global platform, as I'm sure you're aware, for business to business or B2B. And right now there's almost approximately 600 million users. And whilst that doesn't boast the same number of users as the likes of Facebook with 2.25 billion or Instagram with more than 1 billion users, remember, LinkedIn isn't just for taking selfies and social media in general, which attracts a larger usage base. LinkedIn is predominantly for business to business or B2B. Now, LinkedIn are also generating or attracting 2 new users per second, or you could say 60, is it 60? No, I apologize. 120 new users per minute. So again, LinkedIn, like other social media platforms, are becoming more and more and more popular. And I can't stress enough, LinkedIn is fantastic, especially if you have a professional services type business, or your product and your services is more relevant to business leaders and business operators, as opposed to gadgets and widgets and selling other types of products that may be more business to consumer or B2C. Another interesting point is that of the 600 million, about 150 million users of LinkedIn are based in the US. So there's about 450 million people using across the planet in other nations. But let's say you're an American-based business, or you're trying to target American-based clients, then you've got a smorgasbord of about 150 million business leaders and operators in North America, and again 450 million outside of. About 56% of the users are male and about 44% are female. And this really gets my attention. Of the 600 million users currently in 2018, around 101 million, let's just say 100 million of the users are in leadership or decision-making positions. They're in senior manager or executive or decision-making positions. So, just by having a really well-tailored and effective LinkedIn account, which you're using for B2B, business to business, you can reach out to and you can be talking to 101 million decision makers. Obviously, that will narrow down and that will funnel down when you're targeted with regards to industry and company type, etc. But ultimately, there's a lot of decision makers within LinkedIn right now, and that's growing by the day. I can't read my own writing. And so here I've put that, about 44%, almost half of LinkedIn users, which makes up about 250 or just above 250 million users, are earning $75,000 and above, 75,000 US dollars and above, and only about 39 million users are students or graduates. So it's a very, very small number. So the predominant number of people that you can reach out to when using LinkedIn as a B2B tool and a social media tool to put videos and promotions and get your message out there, the majority of people are the type of people that you want to get the attention of. Another thought here is that only 13%, currently only 13% of LinkedIn users are millennials. As we record this video, that means that they're about 22 to 35 or 37 years old, about 22 to 35 years old. So again, if that only makes up 13% of LinkedIn usage, you know, the majority, what I'm trying to say is the majority of users are a more mature business audience who really we need to be targeting. And there's a very high level of business leads and connections generated within LinkedIn. In fact, B2B leads and connections are far greater than Facebook and Instagram and other platforms that we'll mention in this series. So what's the bottom line? If you're a business owner, a business leader, a business operator that wants to put your message out to a targeted audience with B2B or business to business, if you have a product or a service, especially like professional services, then I can only recommend very, very strongly that you have a very good, effective, powerful and influential LinkedIn account, and make sure that you're putting your videos out, whether you post daily or weekly or fortnightly, that's up to you. But make sure that you're using LinkedIn, especially for business to business or B2B. It's a fantastic way to leverage social media, and it's a great way to boost your business. Hope this is helpful. See you on the next episode of JohnRayner.tv. Ciao.